Hi everyone, so today I'm going to do one of my most highly requested videos, and that is a video about my piercings. And people have been commenting on the majority of my videos, asking me to do one of these videos. So before I start, the pain level is obviously going to be different for everyone. It's just a video on my experience with the piercing. If you want to know anything else about the piercings, or if I've missed anything out, just feel free to drop me a comment in the below bar and I'll be sure to get back to you. This might sound weird, but I actually prefer being pierced with a needle instead of the guns. I just found the guns really hurt a lot more, in my case anyway, and they just make you cringe and it's just horrible. So I'd much rather be pierced with a needle. So first I'm going to start with the most common piercing, and that's earlobes. I've had my ears pierced, my earlobes pierced about 3 times, and they've always gone wrong. Well, not gone wrong, my ears don't really like it, so they've always gone infected, or they've just been so painful that I didn't like it. But I've managed to re-pierce this side. There isn't an earring in it at the minute, but there's a hole there. And then this side's just there's scar tissue. And then I've got this side, the second hole done, and I've got a taper in that ear, which I'll move on to later in the video. So yeah, I had these pierced with a gun, and they were just really cringy and painful. Well, not painful, I'd still give it a 1 out of 5, but it's still a cringy, shuddery pain. And I think that costs about £7 a piercing. I don't know, but I've had it done. There's a place called House of David. I had that done the first time. Then I went to Claire's, and that really messed my ears up. And then I can't remember where I had the third one done. But okay, yeah. Moving on to another ear piercing of mine. This is the most recent one I've got, and that is the tragus. I don't know if you can see it there, right there. And my friend actually did this for me. He's doing a piercing course, and I've known him for ages, so I put my trust into him, and it went fine. So yeah, I obviously got that done for free, but I think they cost about £20, £15. I'd give that pain a rating of 2.5. I was talking to all my friends about who have had it done, and they said it wasn't painful at all. And it wasn't painful, but mine actually made a crunching noise. Not to put any of you off, but I wasn't expecting a noise. And because it's right close to your eardrum, it was the worst pain ever. And apparently some people hear it and some people don't, and I was the unlucky one and heard it. So yeah, but I really love that piercing, because I've just got the crystal in it now, and it's healing. Moving on to my nose piercing. At the moment I've just got a silver ring in. And you get these I actually got mine from Spain, but you can get similar ones from Claire's, because I know people are after rings at the minute. And yeah. My nose piercing was about £20 from the piercing shop that I go to, but I guess it varies, like I said before. It is my most painful piercing. I felt it through it going through, because it's cartilage obviously, and your eyes water so bad. As soon as the needle hits your skin, your eyes just flood. So if you're going to do that, I advise not to wear any eye makeup, because it's horrible. But I don't think I could live without that piercing anymore. I just look so naked without it, and my lip one as well. So I'd give the nose 3 out of 5 painful wise. My lip piercing is the first piercing I ever had done. I did it behind my mum's back, and she killed me when I came home with it done, but she's fine with it now, and I love it as well still. I've had this one done about just over a year now, and I didn't feel it at all. I don't know if I've said this yet, but the only piercings I've ever had numbed is my belly button. So I've not had any of my face piercings numbed, my ears, anything. And I didn't feel my lip going through. It was about £25, and I've just got a stud in it now. So moving on to my last piercings, I've got 2 piercings on my belly button, but I shan't show you them personally now in the video because they're healing and they've gone a bit crusty, if you like. So I'll insert a picture of that now. So my belly button piercings were £25 each. Well, that's the only piercings I've had numbed. The original, the top belly button piercing didn't hurt at all, but the bottom one hurt a tiny bit more because it's really close to like the flesh and the skin. And yeah, I don't know what much else to say because it's just a belly piercing. If you want me to do any like jewellery collections, because I've got a fair few belly bars and stuff like that, I'll be willing to show you that. Moving on to my ear taper. At the moment I've got a 2mm in, and it's just this pattern, black with white marble. And yeah, I've been wanting to stretch my ear for quite a while now, and I started off with a 1.6 and I just recently changed to this one. But I've actually bought, it's ready to be stretched again, so I've bought a 3. So if you want me to do a video on how to stretch your ear, if you're after a video on how to, I'll be willing to do that as well to show you my next stretch. So I thought it would also be a good idea to show you how I clean my piercings. Obviously if you've got your lip pierced, you use mouthwash on the inside, but for all other surface piercings I use the Savlon Antiseptic Wound Wash, and it just looks like this. I don't think it comes packaged like this anymore, but it's just like a liquid you spray and you apply it to a cotton bud. Never apply this directly to the piercing obviously, but you just squirt it on one of them and wipe around the area. I highly recommend you don't use salt water. I know many piercers tell you to use salt water, but it actually slows down the healing process, so I'd always go for this because my piercers recommend this anyway. So yeah, get this. That is the end of my video. Like I said, if you've got any questions, please feel free to stick them below in the comment bar, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.